Do you own a Honda Pioneer with sloppy door bushings? Like this? Does it rattle going down the trail? Like this? Does it annoy you? Yes, it does. Well, good news. RB3 Off-Road has a kit for that. All that's required is a 10mm socket, needle nose pliers, small flathead screwdriver. Start by removing these bolts here. Take the whole door off. Once you have the door off, on the bottoms of the pins here, there's little clips to remove. I'll try to zoom in on that. Remove those little clips. Do not lose them. Same on the bottom. Once you have those clips out, this pin will slide out. You can use your screwdriver and your needle nose pliers to get the old bushings out. And then your new bushings are two-piece. One goes in from the top and one goes in from the bottom, and they clip together. Then you reinstall the same way you uninstalled. Okay, I'm going to be using my DeWalt impact driver. Now that your bolts are off, your door comes right off. Now that you have your door off and upside down so you can see the clips, the easiest way is to take your small flathead screwdriver, put it in the little groove. So this is easier with two hands. Put it in the groove. Now I find you just sort of twist and the clip will pop out right out. Next, what you're going to do, you're going to push this pin out, like so. And your door bracket, your door hinge will come off. And here's the factory bushings. Pretty well fell right out. You may need a screwdriver or pliers to pry them out. So now what you're going to do is take your new RB3 bushings and put them in the hole. It will push together. Do the same on the top and the bottom. Using one male and one female piece. Make sure they're pushed together. Now you would take your brackets the same way you took them off, reinstall them, put the pin and the clip back on. When installing the pins back into the hinges, it's never a bad idea to put a little grease on them. They may go in quite tight. There we go. Sticks through the other side. You may need a hammer or something just to tap them in enough that you can get the clip on. No big deal. Now the best way to install these clips is using your screwdriver or your needle nose pliers. And if you just put one side of the pliers on the clip and one side on the pin, you can generally just squeeze them back into place just like so. Now reinstall your 4 bolts. You may need to wiggle the door a little bit to get it aligned where you would like it, then tighten the bolts down. And now you'll notice no more flex in those bushings. Now repeat that process for the other side and the back doors. And if you'd like to get these for yourself, visit RB3 Offroad at www.rb3offroad.com. And be sure to get these for your Honda Pioneer. The rear bushings can be changed without removing the actual hinges from the machine. It's a little more difficult if you have mud busters, but it is doable without taking the 10 millimeter bolts out of the brackets. On a side note, you may have to adjust your door latches to accommodate for your new tight doors, not all sloppy like they come from the factory. It's pretty easy. There's just two 12 millimeter bolts right here. Loosen those off. You can slide that up or down to the best position that your door closes the best. Same thing in the back, 2 12 millimeter bolts. You can raise your door latch up or down if needed. It was not needed in my case to adjust the rear ones. The front ones I did adjust on both sides, but the rears I did not adjust, nor did I take the actual brackets off